Man, if you don't have a running game, how are you a heavyweight?
Hey, we Alabama, dude. That explains
Man,
it all,
that's going hey, that song and dance is gonna play out. We Alabama.
I'm trying to put you up here with us.
We got
and now you want to disrespect the A.
We Alabama.
I'm trying to include
We're
you.
Alabama. We got 93 championships.
That's the problem with the U. You let them in, and then you want to take over the whole house.
We don't have a running game. How can you be a heavyweight, dude?
Two fanatics on the wild side, talking college ball till the lights subside. It's the Fanatical Podcast. Let's ride, ride, ride.
Welcome to the Fanatical Podcast, where two people are still dancing, baby.
Right.
We still dancing somehow, some way, baby. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive.
Hey, man, you know, I forgot to tell you on the last show, when you did that little dance, you kind of look like Trump.
That's not an insult to me, bro.
Yeah, it's an insult if you took dancing lessons from him.
Well, I love Trump. I don't know what you're talking about.
We ain't going to get political
let's not do that. Hey, welcome to the Fanatical Podcast. It's all about the fan, baby, where you can pull for anybody in political and in football and still be cool and be friends,
and I am not pulling for Alabama. But I have to. On the other hand, I have to because I really want to meet up with your team in the championship game.
I'm taking that championship ring off because our great producer, Clay Keeper, said, do not be banging that all day. You guys see it's so heavy. You don't have one of those, do you?
Man,
you probably ain't got a national championship ring. You see that? See all them diamonds?
I passed one of those. Hey, I passed by one of those in the 5 or Less store.
Oh,
they had it right over by the bubble gum.
Listen at him. Hey, welcome to the show. I'm the legend, the 18-time Paul Feinbaum Caller of the Year, and this is my great co-host, JK, and we're happy because we're still alive, baby, in the playoffs. We're still alive, baby. How you feeling?
Hey, man, they counted us out, but we counted our own selves in, baby. Hey, it was a good game, man. Low scoring, but, hey, that's a sign of a champion.
Man, you better quit all them trick plays. You're going to trick yourself right out of the playoffs. That's what's going to happen. Hey, every week we answer the questions from the fans. And this week, fans sent me some receipts for JK. This one says, Alabama will lose to Oklahoma. There you go, brother. Can you sign that one for me and comment on that receipt right there?
Hey, I keep telling you, I'm a man of my word. If I was wrong, I was wrong. I predicted Oklahoma. You guys pulled it out, so hey, I was wrong. I'm glad to get the receipt. I'm a man of my word, so I was wrong. I don't think you'll beat Indiana, but I hope you try to bring a receipt on January the 1st. We bring the new year in wrong, baby, with a loss.
So we betting right now, Indiana, Alabama for a steak dinner. Is that right?
Steak dinner, baby.
Steak dinner,
yes,
right
sir.
there. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we doing it big time. I believe in Alabama. Here, everybody says, Legend, you don't believe in this team. I've said all along that Alabama had the best draw in this tournament. And this looks like a basketball tournament to me, ladies and gentlemen. And when you got Oklahoma, you didn't belong. Now we got Indiana pretending to be a number one team. I don't think they are. And then either Texas Tech, I'm spitting. I get excited when I go talk a championship. Either Texas Tech or Oregon. Hey, I like where Alabama is. I said all along we had a great draw.
Man, dude,
Here we are, baby.
Why must I have to interrupt you every time?
Dancing,
do you know what this guy means when he says we got the best draw?
Right,
that means they don't have to compete as hard. He doesn't want to be on this side because you got the U, Ohio State, Ole Miss, Georgia. He wants to be over here with the little people. You know, I understand.
Now you said Indiana was the best team in the nation. Those are your words, brother.
You got one game.
Those are your words.
You're going to find out next week. Not next week, January the 1st.
What, Bobby Knight coming back?
I don't care if
that's a basketball school. That's a phony, brother. That's a basketball school.
You gonna find
out. Basketball school.
Hey,
Bobby Knight.
Hey, I'm glad you gave the reference because they're going to shoot a lot of threes. So add them up. There's going to be a lot of threes against Alabama on January the 1st.
Alabama came back from a 17-point deficit, and when it was 17-0, my co-host was celebrating. He was celebrating, and I was about to go insane, but out of nowhere, you know, they got a book out. They got a show out on ESPN talking about the 9 lives of Lane Kiffin. You know what they ought to have? The 9 lives of Kalen DeBoer. That's what they ought to have, brother. Kalen DeBoer pulling the feet again. I got to respect it.
Hey, 9 lives. We talking about another rabbit foot.
Man, come on, man. Give credit.
Keep telling you.
Give credit.
Man, listen to me, America. Alabama Crimson Tide. They are the luckiest team in college football.
No.
The luckiest team, man. Why I keep saying it? I'm talking to these coaches, man. When it's working, why go away from it? You had Alabama up against the ropes, almost counted out in the first quarter. And all of a sudden, it's back to 0-0 virtually at halftime. Because you went away from what was working. It makes no sense to me, man.
Well, here's the problem. You awaken the giant.
What
I've been saying, hey, Alabama is a sleeping giant. Let me finish. You have awakened the giant. And when you awaken a giant, you pay the consequences. It's just like the football NFL years ago. You didn't let the Steelers in, baby. And in baseball, you didn't let the Cardinals in. Alabama is one of them giants. If you put them in a playoffs and they wake up, watch out. We can win it all, baby. We can win it all.
What kind of giant are you talking about? The New
18-time world champion.
The New York
32-time SEC champion.
Are you talking
the
about
undisputed king of the world?
Hey, dude, are you talking about the New York Giants or the guy that's on the commercial talking about corn and green beans? Y'all ain't no damn giant no more, man.
We in the playoffs, ain't we?
Hey, man, America.
Who's in the play? We still there.
Let me talk.
We one of the 8.
Okay, I'm going to talk to the viewers
All right,
one more
go
time.
ahead.
This guy's talking about a giant.
Giant.
Let me show you how gigantic they were. The first quarter, and if you want to write some receipts, 9 plays, 8 yards. That's a giant. Who are you intimidating?
Yeah, let me take that receipt. You about to tear it up.
Come on, dude.
That.
Man, the run is over.
I agree. 25 rushes for 28 yards is not pretty, Alabama. It's not pretty, especially when you got one for 30 yards. I don't even know how you get a 30-yard run and end up with 28 yards.
Because you lost yards somewhere else.
Yeah, the quarterback got sacked 5
As usual.
times. Yep, as usual. But we still dancing, baby.
We still dancing.
That's the only thing that matters.
Hey, that's what matters right now. Just win in advance. So, you know.
I do have another receipt for
we
you.
got some more receipts.
And you're going to like this one. You're going to glad I wrote this one down. When you said Marcel Reed is the next Michael Vick, just want you to sign off on that one for me.
Hey.
I told you he was garbage. I told you he was overrated, A&M fan. I told you was overrated.
Hey, let me show you how I can get out of this receipt. He was all of that I said until he faced the hurricane.
You say this to you. You say to you.
He was all of that until he faced the Hurricanes. Now, give me some more receipts.
Well, let's talk about the Hurricanes a minute. You won in advance. Congratulations.
Yeah.
The difference between me and you, I was pulling for you. I don't care they in the SEC. I don't like A&M. Damn A&M.
Once again, America, I'm going to say it one more time. He rooted for my team. I appreciate that. And in some sense, I'm rooting for Alabama so they can meet up with you guys in the national championship game. That's the only way we can face each other.
You don't want to see that.
I have to keep making this announcement. If Alabama Crimson Tide played the Taliban, I would be in the stands with black flags. Now, that should tell you what I feel about Alabama.
All right, let's look at your next opponent because...
No, let's talk about the A&M game, man.
All right, let's talk a minute about the A&M game.
I've been getting criticism in my sports group. You know, these guys keep saying, man, you guys are lucky. You can't score any points. But on the other hand, when their team wins in the same fashion, get what they say. Man, that's the sign of a championship team. We can win ugly and we can blow teams out. What's the difference when my team does it? I don't get it, man. If Alabama had won the same exact way, hey, man, we just found a way to win. Well, we found a way to win. And on top of that, SEC. It just means more. We beat Texas A&M in front of 110,000 at their place. The big, gigantic conference, SEC.
You know the real truth.
Wait. But the ACC is supposed to be the weakest conference. We already beat 2 SEC teams this year.
Well,
so what do you? Where's
as
the
a whole,
receipt
the
for that?
ACC is garbage. Miami is not garbage. I've been saying all year y'all won the 12 best teams. You know I have.
But
your conference is garbage. You over there feeding on minnows instead of getting over there in the lake with the big bass. You see what I'm saying? They're choking you up. I know them minnows are choking you up.
Listen.
They're hard to eat, as many of them you eat every year.
See, this is why I wanted to be a defense attorney. Because you're going to get the garbage from the prosecution. Now let me step in. We can't be the worst conference there is when the big boys, you and your big mighty conference can't beat the worst team in our conference and my team. In that weak conference you talk about, we've beaten 2 SEC teams this season. Which is it?
You have beaten 2 bottom-feeding SEC teams this year.
Team that
That's who you beaten. You have beaten A&M, who shouldn't have been in the playoffs. Vandy and Texas was more deserving than Oklahoma and A&M, in my opinion.
So now
that's the problem with playing a weak schedule right there.
We are back to deserving. And I'm going to keep going back since you want to go back.
I'm
going to go back to the 13-0 Florida State team that was deserving. So don't bring up deserving, man.
Nobody want to hear that crap.
I know you don't want to hear it.
Nobody want to go back 20 years
man,
or
come
whatever.
On, man.
Florida State team. Why you keep going back to Florida State?
So you said we beat.
Why you hung up on Florida State?
You just said we beat the bottom feeders. But the team that we just beat Saturday, they only had 1 loss. You guys got 3. So you a bottom feeder.
No, it's a new season, brother. I am 1-0. I'm dancing. I'm dancing. All right, let's move on. Yesterday in the college football. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to talk about the win, man.
Go ahead.
This is my announcement to Mario Cristobal.
No, go ahead.
The only way we won't keep advancing and get to the national championship game is because of dumb play calling and Mario Cristobal's inability to adjust mid-game. Now, we control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. You agree with that, man?
I know A&M had twice as many yards as you had at halftime.
And the same guy that they gave the bulletin board material about had 7 sacks.
Yeah, I mean,
keep messing with that giant on that side of the ball. And Mario Cristobal, if it's working, it's not broken. So stop trying to fix it. Fletcher went for 10.5 yards every time he touched the ball. That's the offense until they stop it. They don't pay me to make that decision. They pay him. You can't see that the running game is working, man. From one running back that they can't stop. We know Malachi is the star, man. We know we got great wide receivers. But if the running game is working, do not go away from it. That's all I'm saying, man. And the trick plays. We didn't need 1 trick play Saturday against Texas A&M. Not one. And every one that you ran didn't work. So at what point were you going to go away from the trick plays, Mario?
You know, Alabama and Miami got the same problem at offensive coordinator. They get too damn cute. I agree totally with you. You would have won that game going away if you'd have just kept handing the ball to Fletcher and playing play action off of it and taking shots downfield. Our coordinator, Ryan Grubb's the same way. He'll get all the way down to the red zone and run a triple reverse quarterback pass. You know, I'm thinking just do what you do good. Fletcher was killing them folks. Yep. He only had 15 carries in the 4th quarter. Man, ride him. His mama's in the crowd saying, "Get my son the ball. Get my son the ball."
Hey, his mama's in the crowd shaking her head like, "Give him the ball." He is. Come on, man. Feed him. Feed
my son. My son's hungry.
Just like Derrick Henry used to run through the middle,
Fletcher's a monster.
Man, give him the ball.
But why the hell are you doing triple reverse passes? Why are you putting Tony back there when everybody on the field knows he's got the ball? All 11 of us, let's attack Tony.
Man, you know what the acronym KISS mean. Keep it simple, stupid. Mario, keep it simple, stupid.
That's a great point. Because, see, only reason you need to run a trick play is when you're outmatched. Now, Mario Cristobal, when you need to run a trick play next, will be against Ohio State because your ass is about to be outmatched. But in that game, you was not outmatched.
I don't know how many times I have to repeat this to you, my co-host. Karma has already bitten you in the butt and is about to get them too. Do you remember that dumb, stupid pass interference that kept us from going back-to-back national champions, they're about to witness some karma.
What year was this?
I don't care if it was 1901.
I don't know what
They were playing football
about.
and we got cheated out of a national
Is this Florida
championship.
State or is this Miami?
We hadn't
again?
forgotten. That's all we need Ohio State to know. We hadn't forgotten.
Can we move on now?
Yeah, we can move
All right,
on.
let's move on. Yesterday was the games that set up the quarterfinals, and a few folks wasn't happy about some of the games yesterday and some of the participants. And we have our own Jack Nicholson. We call him the Jack Nicholson of the Fanatical Podcast, the one and only Kip Keeper, with his commentary on Tulane and James Madison's performance and activities yesterday.
Well, I'm going to tell you, he's called me Jack Nicholson. I hope you can do this. Can you handle the truth? The truth is simply, we had teams playing yesterday in the college football playoff that had no business being there. Now, if you're raising prize donkeys, that's great. If you've got the greatest donkey in the county who can do everything better than every other donkey, that doesn't get him a spot in the Kentucky Derby. That's the play. That's the comparison. Nick Saban said, if you're the best minor league baseball team in the world, you don't get an opportunity to play in the MLB playoffs to try to go to the World Series. There's just different class levels of talent, and James Madison and Tulane were not in the class to be in the playoffs this year. Tulane and Ole Miss played in Oxford earlier this year. The final score, 45-10 Ole Miss. They played again yesterday. The final score, shocking, 41-10 Ole Miss. So I guess Ole Miss has declined 4 points because Lane Kiffin bailed. And then the James Madison debacle last night at Oregon. Good grief, it was a disgrace. As James Madison was so slow, they couldn't even stay on the field with these guys. Oregon, at one point, had run 17 plays and scored 5 touchdowns. It was like unopposed on the defensive side of the ball. So the bottom line is, stay in your lane, stay in your league. We're going to have great matchups in the second round of the playoffs, but we could have had great matchups in the first round. The first 2 games, Alabama, Oklahoma, competitive games, blue blood programs, and Texas A&M and Miami had a classic knockdown, drag-out game, and then we had to cap it off with Tulane and James Madison. Enough. Stay in your lane. We want to see big-time teams from this point forward.
The great Kip Keeper with a great commentary as usual.
He has
You've
spoken.
had a lot of words about the commission. Would you like to comment on
Man,
it?
hey, Kip is absolutely correct, man. And I want to highlight 2 things he said, about James Madison and Tulane. And, man, I can commend the teams for making it. But on the other hand, they only went by the criteria from this committee. Now, if the committee doesn't want a group of 5 team in, just eliminate from their criteria. And what I keep harping on is the criteria. That is the way you're supposed to get a playoff spot, if I'm not mistaken. But for some reason, every single year they go away from the criteria. Now they've come up with something with Notre Dame with their memorandum of understanding. I understand, and I understand. It's about money. How can you guarantee Notre Dame or any team a playoff spot just because they're going to be in the final 12 or whatever, if it's 16 teams, 12 teams, I don't know what they're going to go to or keep it at. How can you be guaranteed a spot? Who approved this crap? How much did it cost? How much did they put in their bank accounts to get this approved? Notre Dame ain't special, man. They just showed them that this year. So how did they get a memorandum of understanding that they are guaranteed a playoff spot, but you got a criteria over here? How can you guarantee anybody a spot? Who approved it? Who gets the money? Where's the money going? I want the answer to those questions. Why didn't the committee talk about that? That's just my feelings about this committee, man.
We all want those answers, college football. We would all like for the curtain to be pulled back and the Wizard of Oz to come forward and tell us how this thing all runs. Because right now, as fans, we're lost, brother. We might as well be on Paradise Island, lost without a boat, because we don't know what the hell y'all doing. Now, if Notre Dame gets in, if they're in the top 12, who made that rule? I agree with my co-host. Who came up with that? Who voted on it? Man, come on. Y'all get damn
Man, you
real,
know what I
man.
want to
Get
know?
damn real.
Hey, let's start at the beginning. And this is what I want to know. If we want to find out how Notre Dame, I want to know how they got a guaranteed spot. How? But I want to go back a little bit farther. I want to know who owns the playoff committee.
That's a good question.
Who started this?
Pull the curtain. Who is it?
Somebody
Who is
has
it?
Hey, we got to get some
Is
transparency.
it the
man.
NCAA? Because I heard
The
they were
NC
I heard they were in Brazil. They done left the country or something.
Man, how can the NCAA have any input with guaranteeing a team a spot, but you don't have any say-so anywhere else? Where is the NCAA?
Who is the NCAA?
What does the NCAA
Where they
mean
live?
now? I don't
Where's
get it,
the
man.
offices?
I want to know who
A
created
secret
this
society.
committee, because this is, once again, when you guys listen to these podcasts, radio shows, TV shows, there are no experts. Let me repeat it one more time. There are no experts, and I can explain that too. Because everybody that you listen to, they're going to either start with two things: I think or I believe. And what are you going to get after those two words here and those two words? You're going to get an opinion. That's all we're giving. But I want to know who created the committee, man, and why aren't they being held responsible and accountability? That's simple.
It's insane, man. It is insane. It is insane. But let's move on. Let's talk about these. Let's talk about these quarterfinals, because the fans want to know about these quarterfinal games and who we got. Let's leave our games to last. Let's talk Texas Tech and Oregon. Who you like in Texas Tech and Oregon?
Man, I want to pick Oregon, but I know Texas Tech, they got an outstanding defense. They're not going to be able to run down the field on Texas Tech. They're going to get a lot of resistance. Hey, man, Texas Tech is strong, man. I want to pick Oregon, but I think I'm going with Texas Tech on this one.
You know, a lot of people, David Legend said the same thing, that he likes Texas Tech to win.
The smartest guy in your family.
Well, some people say that. You say that all the time. He likes that. But I will say this. I went yesterday, I heard somebody say that Dante Moore was the next Patrick Mahomes. And I said, I'm going to watch this guy.
Hey.
He was mighty impressive. He was mighty impressive yesterday.
I heard he was going to be the first pick.
That's possible. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. He looks good, though.
Yeah, he did.
I have to say, Oregon is a team. We talked about it last week. Teams on a trajectory. And Oregon, to me, is a team that is projecting upward at the moment. They seem to have the pieces coming together. They're getting healthier. I think they're too fast for Texas Tech. Texas Tech has a rugged defense. David Bailey is one of the best defensive tackles in the nation. They're rugged. They have two outstanding linebackers, but on the outside, Rodriguez being one of them, but on the outside, can they guard that speed? Can they handle that speed in special teams? Because Oregon will destroy you in punts and kickoffs. I like the Ducks to prevail
And you
here.
know why I got an issue with that? The same way they played yesterday. You can play a mediocre team or you playing down to a team, but what is it going to do when you meet up with another juggernaut?
It's a different story.
It's going to be a different story.
See, we're getting into the heavyweights now. See these other matches? Oklahoma shouldn't have been there. I'll say that. Alabama, hey, we won. We're dancing. I'm glad of it. We beat a team we should have beat 3 weeks ago. Ain't really nothing. I'm not patting anybody on the back for it. But now we're in the heavyweight division, baby. These are the real deal. Let's look at the next one. Ole Miss and Georgia. Who you like?
Hold on. Did you call my team a heavyweight?
Yeah, I've been
What the hell is going on?
I've been saying you a heavyweight all
No,
year,
you haven't.
brother.
No, you
come
haven't.
on.
Hey,
Get the
man.
folks pull the tape back.
Hey, man.
Oh, you a heavyweight all year.
I appreciate the
I like the you. You the one got the problem. You the hater, not
Man,
me.
I
You the
appreciate-
hater, not
I
me, brother.
appreciate the
I'm I'm not a
compliment.
you hater.
If you think we're a heavyweight, we're a heavyweight.
You don't think? You must not think it. Now I know Ohio State beat me down because he don't believe it. He don't believe it, ladies and gentlemen.
Across the screen from the heavyweight. You went from a heavyweight. This team is a bantamweight with no running game.
Hell, here we go.
Man, if you don't have a running game, how are you a heavyweight?
Hey, we Alabama, dude. That explains
Man,
it
that's
all,
going.
man.
Hey, that song and dance is gonna play out. We Alabama.
I'm trying to put you up here with us.
We got
and now
that.
you want to disrespect the A.
We Alabama.
I'm trying to include
We're
you, dude.
Alabama. We got 93 championships.
That's the problem with the
but
you.
we
You let
don't
them
have
in,
a
and now you
running
want to
game.
take over the whole house.
We don't have a running game. How can you be a heavyweight, dude? You taking a rope-a-dope and don't even know it.
It don't matter. I'm
You don't
still
get knocked
dancing.
out.
Maybe. It's
Man,
possible.
y'all ain't no heavyweight.
But you about to get your ass knocked out, too. You about to play a real
Until
team.
you get that
You're
running
not playing
game.
a quarterback throws it to the other team 8 times a game.
Listen to me very carefully.
You about to get knocked
Until
out.
you get that running game showed up, you're not a heavyweight.
Oh, well, that's what
I
you
don't
say.
care what number you.
That's what you say.
What number you guys can paint on the side of the helmet.
Ernie Shavers had one thing, a right hand. He couldn't dance. He couldn't jab. He couldn't do anything, brother. But if he hits you with that right hand, that's Ali. Down he went, brother. Down Ali went. That's why Alabama is today. Hit you with that Ryan Williams. Hit you with that Jeremy Bernard, baby. It ain't pretty, but that right hand.
Did you say Ryan Williams?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Man,
he's still on the roster.
You can have that one punch.
He's still on the roster. I believe in you, Hollywood.
Listen to me.
Your time's coming this
You can
weekend.
sit back in the ring thinking you're going to come up with that lucky punch at the end of the fight.
boom.
And Indiana going to hit you with a lot of those Wilfredo Benitez, left hook,
come on,
and
man.
Sugar Ray with all that speed. You ain't going to be able to take all
Let's go
those
ahead and
punches.
pick this game because we're talking about it.
I got-
Alabama, Indiana. Who you got?
I got Indiana 34, Alabama 20.
All right, this is who I got. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
Man,
And
we-
hey, I'm talking.
You trying to order
Hey.
some food, Jimmy John's.
Hey, hold up. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And we got Jimmy's and Joe's, and Indiana's got Larry's and Moe's, all right? We got 5 stars and 4 stars. They got 3 stars and 2 stars. Now, they've been living good, playing good. But they about to see something they ain't never seen, ladies and gentlemen. That is monsters on the other side of the line from them.
Here come the
Quicker,
rebuttal.
faster.
Here come
Quicker.
the rebuttal.
All right, come on, F. Come on, F.
Hey, I keep telling you, I watch battle rap from time to time, and they got a white guy. My guy, they call him A-Ward. And you know what A-Ward said after his competitor gets through? My rebuttal game is crazy. Now, guess what you just said?
What's that?
They got the Jimmy. You got the Jimmys and Joes.
That's right.
Didn't Vanderbilt have no Jimmys and Joes last year?
Oh, now we're going back to last
Yeah.
year. How about 1978,
Come on,
ladies and
man,
gentlemen? Back when the U played Alabama, back in 78. Let's go all the way. Why you living in the
man.
past, man?
Hey, Indiana got 5 stars, just like you guys got. Indiana got the Heisman winner.
Indiana ain't got no 5 stars.
Don't they have a Heisman winner?
Well, he was a 2
Wasn't your quarterback touted as a Heisman candidate?
They're the same quarterback.
Then you guys want him out of there and replace that same quarterback?
They're the same guy. Ty Simpson and Fernandez
Man,
is about
listen.
the same quarterback. Really.
And one more nugget for you. One more nugget. Who got the best win in college football this year?
Alabama.
Didn't Indiana beat the number one team in the country?
You seem
Didn't they beat the number one team?
You seem choked up.
Was Ohio State number one when Indiana beat them?
All right, let's just
The
go.
best win in college.
You taking Indiana, I'm taking Alabama.
That's right.
All right, let's move on to Ole Miss and Georgia.
I think Kirby for once is going to outcoach somebody on the field. I don't think he's not
For
going to.
once?
He's not going to coach.
For once?
Listen
What
to
kind
me.
of comment
Let me
is that?
explain. Let me explain. Kirby will not coach Georgia against Ole Miss the way he coaches against Alabama. He won't do it. He's going to go all out to beat Ole Miss. He never goes all out to beat Alabama, man. He just so happened to blitz you guys in the SEC championship game. And once again, any pressure on Ty, and he looks like a deer in the headlights. I'm picking Georgia in this game because I don't trust Ole Miss coach right now. I take Kirby over Ole Miss, and I'm going to go 28-14, man. They're going to hold them to 14 points.
Pete Golden to the rescue.
No.
Pete Golden to the rescue. Pete Pete Goated to the rescue. Go, Pete Goated. I'm pulling for you, Pete. I'm pulling for you, Pete Sr. I know we had our problems in the past, but this is an opportunity to get everything right between us. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling the upset. Ole Miss beats Georgia, and here's why. These buys are not good for these teams. That week layoff and these teams coming off big wins, that is a recipe for disaster. That's why I got Alabama beating Indiana. I got Oregon beating Texas Tech. I got Ole Miss beating Georgia. The only team that played this past weekend that will not win, as I spit all over myself again, the only team that will not win in this quarterfinal is the U.
Now let me rebut again. America, have you noticed this guy's pattern? And all of that information he just gave you about Ole Miss beating Georgia. You know why he said that?
Wow.
I'm glad you guys asked. I'm going to answer. Because he don't want to face Georgia again.
Oh,
it's simple, man. We know why you do this stuff, man. I've been studying you for years. Listening to you.
I'm afraid of Georgia.
Listen to you, man.
Now I'm afraid of Georgia now.
I've been listening to you.
2-7 in the last 9, and I'm afraid of Georgia now.
I've been listening to you on Fine Bond for years. Now we're up here head to head, man. It's easy to understand why you do this stuff. I'm going to go back. You don't like me to go back, but you brought me receipts. Now I got a receipt. After that first game, you wanted Ty Simpson bench. You wanted the OC fired, the DC fired, and DeBoer wasn't good enough to be your coach. Now all of a sudden, you guys are in a rodeo circle doing a group hug. Once again, I know why you keep doing this stuff. You don't want no more of them. You don't want no more dog, baby. You want a team that you think you can beat, just like you wanted to be on the easy side of the bracket. I'm going to call you out, man. I'm sitting next to you for a reason. Kip put us together for a reason, man. He knows what you're going to do, and he knows I'm going to rebut it. So keep on trying it. America, I'm not going to let it slip through the cracks. I'm going to call him out every time.
America, I am going to shock you. I almost knocked him out like Jake Paul got knocked out last night. I almost swung. But then I realized he was telling the truth. I would rather play Indiana, Oregon, or Texas Tech. Because it's like a tournament. Why would, in a basketball tournament, you don't want to play the number 1 seed. You don't want to play Michigan or Louisville or Illinois, them top teams. You want to play somebody else. Why play a number 1 seed when you can play somebody you know you're going to beat? I won't beat Indiana's
You want to play
I'm going to beat your ass.
Did you hear that?
You don't belong among the big boys. Now, if I was playing Ohio State like he's playing, I wouldn't be talking so much.
Hey, man, I told you.
You in trouble.
Man, I told you and the audience a couple of weeks ago, I don't want the little bitty guy. I want all the smoke.
Well,
we want to compete, man. You want the easy way out.
Indiana ain't easy according to you.
That's why you getting your ass beat.
That's according to you. I got the best team according to you.
You want the easy way
out.
I
don't have it. You said Indiana's best team in the nation.
Let me ask you a question, and I want America to join in on this too. How could you be a juggernaut, the quote-unquote standard, but you don't want the competition?
I want to win.
It's just like just like a team of seniors playing football, but they want to play the 8th grade team to prove how big and bad they are.
I'm not dodging nobody. I just want to play them in the championship game. I'd rather play Ohio State in the championship game than to play them where you got them, because that's the problem.
News flash.
You got a problem.
I got a news flash. Breaking news. You ain't getting to no national championship game. Now that the breaking news is over.
You ain't getting to the semifinal. Breaking news. News.
Let's go to the next topic.
All right, last topics.
No, this ain't the last one. I got a couple of more.
Well, get yours in there.
Man, hey, I got a guy the plant want to know about the SEC and their chances of winning it all. I keep telling you guys, the somewhat entitlement conference, they had 5 teams in the playoffs. And it goes back to who created this committee. An entity that loves the SEC. You guys had 5 teams in the playoffs. But guess what? If this team right here beats Alabama, the mighty SEC will be down to 1 competitor out of 5. So please stop, all you SEC fans, my co-host, that the SEC it just means more. We're the big bad wolf. When the Big Ten is back to back, and unless Miami knocks them off, they're going to be back to back to back champions. So when is the SEC coming back? Just in talk? Everybody don't believe that, man. We know you guys are talented. You get top recruiting classes, but what does it produce? The Big Ten will be back to back to back. Yeah. Now it's your turn.
Your Honor, if I could. Let's look at the board, please. First of all, Oklahoma played Alabama, so that eliminated one team. Now Ole Miss is playing Georgia, so that eliminated another team. So only really the team that has lost is Texas A&M to a non-SEC team so far in this tournament. And I said from day one that A&M was a fraud. So, I mean, your argument don't really hold no water there, F. Lee Bailey. It don't hold no
Oklahoma must
water
be
there.
a fraud. They lost.
They are a fraud.
Now, when you lose, are
They
you going
are
to be a fraud?
Texas and Vandy should have been in ahead of Oklahoma
That ain't
and A&M.
happened.
You better be thankful it didn't, because Texas would have beat your ass.
Man, if you had played Miami Saturday, you would have got whooped that day too. And you know it, man.
You talking about Alabama playing Miami?
You don't have a running game.
You don't have an offense.
Man,
you don't have a kicker, and you don't have a coach. You don't have a lot of things, brother. You see your kicker? He knocked out the mascot on the sideline with one of them kicks. I thought somebody was worse than our kicker.
Listen, man,
There is.
This is the same guy. This dude right here, the same guy that was talking about his own field goal kicker, Talty. I didn't even know that was his name. He brought him up because he couldn't kick. Now you want to talk about my kicker yesterday in 45-mile-per-hour winds. Talty couldn't kick a field goal in the damn dome.
Hey, Talty kicked 2 big field goals.
Man, come on, man.
Pete showed that he's a big game player. See, you can be garbage all year, but get in the big game and shine. You see, that's the way I used to be in high school.
Oh, here
and
we
the
go
big
with the
game would say,
violin.
here, get Legend off the bench. And I would come in and star, baby, rolling like the Iceman.
Man.
Some guys show up in the big game.
Let me ask you.
Talty is
Now
one of them
watch
guys.
this, America.
You see that leg? You might have an NFL leg.
Watch this, America. Today is Sunday. I want you to be honest with me on Sunday. You just got through talking about Talty.
Thank you, Lord.
You just got through talking about Talty, right?
Thank you for Talty, Lord.
What are your chances of winning the national championship if Talty come down to a 45-yard field goal?
It's a chance of him making a 40.
I want to know, can he make it?
I'll take
Man,
it.
get out of here.
If we come down to a 45-yard field goal for a championship, I'll take it. I believe in John Talty. Is that his name, John? What's his name?
I don't know what his name is.
What is his name?
Now, you just brought up your high school or whatever career that was. Let me brag on
kicker,
Let me brag on
quarterback, and
myself a little
defensive
bit.
end.
Let me brag on myself.
And punter.
I'm an athlete at almost any sport there is. Ask Golden Dome. I just kicked his ass in cornhole, which is not even a sport.
First of the year, me and you we doing a competition. 8 different games that keeper picks. Me against you in 8 different games. I beat your ass.
Let me get back to my
you
story.
You ain't no great athlete over me.
Let me get back to my story. Now, when I was in the Navy, I don't have proof of it. I don't have film. We didn't have all that back then.
They destroyed it.
But I came from the free throw line. My foot was halfway on the free throw. Listen to me, dude. My foot was halfway on the line. So you could call that from the free throw line, and I dunked it from the free throw line. I'm going to pat myself on the back. But everybody that knows me, when I played pickup basketball, you know what the other team used to call me?
What's that?
They called me, you get him. You know why they called me that?
Because they didn't want to.
No, because I scored so much, and all of them on the other team said, you get him. You get him. No, you get him. That's why they call me you get him. Now, if one of those sports you're talking about is free throws, three-pointers, just might as well throw the towel in right now.
We're not talking about your Nerf basketball career.
I know it.
We're not talking about your Nerf basketball career, brother.
All right, let's go to the next.
We can go to the foul line right out there now and shoot 10. I promise you I'll hit 9 of them and you'll brick 3 of them. Before you get to 5. What you want to bet?
Man, you know that tree you talking about? You used to get up in when Alabama lose. You really barking up the wrong tree. Now you got the wrong one, dude.
Man, I'll Jake Paul you right up in that show, man.
Hey, man, I got two things I want to talk about.
Yeah, let's finish it up before it gets crazy.
Hey, man. I came up with this idea for
Sorry,
Christmas.
Clayton. I keep banging my brain.
Hey, we got
this guy's crazy.
Hey, listen, man. We got these Fanatical podcast sweatshirts for Christmas, man.
Nice.
You see how it look, man? Front and back, Fanatical.
Nice.
We got all our, hey, look, all the platforms, and guess what at the bottom, baby? Keep Sports on the front. We got the picture of one guy.
Here you go.
And you got another picture of a real handsome guy in the black. I don't know who he is, but some nice T-shirts. Hey, man, the first one is going to go to one of the faithful viewers. Going to call her Dr. Mia Ward. So that's your Christmas present from the Fanatical. And, hey, we hope you enjoy. Merry Christmas. Keep on watching. Tell somebody else to watch. And, hey, we're going to keep this thing going. And I got one more from my side of the room. Now we got this black one. Same thing on the front and back. And I'm going to give it to a person that's a fan of the show. But also, this guy, he's with us 100%. None of this would be done without him. I appreciate all the hard work, man, week in and week out, what you do with this show. So this is going to be dedicated to super producer himself, old Clay Kiefer, baby. This one for you, Clay.
All right. Thank you. Clay Kiefer.
Who yours going to, man?
Well, I would give one to the great Kip Kiefer, but he already knows I love him, and I got a Christmas present for him coming this week. So,
do we need a drum roll?
Yeah, let's do a drum roll. We're going to give one to Don.
All right, Don. The mayor of Birmingham or homeroom, whichever one it is.
Don, you are a special dude. We appreciate you supporting everything me and Kip does, everything me and JK does with Clay. We appreciate you and the fan you are, so you get one. And we're going to give the other one to Dylan. Dylan has been a big supporter of ours and calling the show on Game Time. Game Time every Saturday morning on Jocks. The great Kip Kiefer, the First Lady of the SEC, Terry Quillum, and, of course, the legend every Saturday morning from 8 to 10. Dylan is a great caller. So Dylan and Don are the winners of the two sweatshirts. And y'all keep with the comments and the like and subscribe. We're going to be giving out more stuff.
Hey, yeah, man, we appreciate you guys viewing us, man. But, hey, more than anything, I like the feedback. You guys talk back to us, man. Give us your input on the show. Give us your input on sports, man, football, whatever, man. We respond. And, hey, just like this guy to my right, I want all the smoke from you, too. You guys are not abandoned from some of this smoke I got. So send all those comments and talk your talk, and I'm going to talk mine right back to you.
Hey, no, this show is about the fan, for the fan. This is a fan revolution. Our plan in the future is to be a platform where all fans have an opportunity to express yourself. So little bit of it today. Join the fan revolution, Fanatical Podcast. Subscribe and like. Hey! We still dancing, brother.
Still dancing.
We still dancing.
Hey, we going to do the two-step moonwalk and everything when we meet up on your head.
Hey, if we meet up, brother, it's going to be ugly. You're going to be Jake Paul. I'm going to be Joshua.
Hey, man.
You're going to be Joshua.
Can you imagine this?
That's you going to be Joshua.
Let me talk to America before we leave. America, can you guys imagine this show if my team meets up with his team in the national championship game, man?
It's going to be crazy. Man,
hey, it's going to be great, but hey, I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, it has happened before, and it wasn't pretty for your side.
No, we lost, but guess what? Once again, we get that. Here he is again. Woo! He got that selective outrage and praise. You want to go back to 1992?
Oh, let's go back.
Oh, wait.
Let's go back.
You want to go back to 1992 when you beat Miami? But we won in 1991, dude. So if you go back, can you go back 12 more months?
Did you beat us in 91?
We didn't have to. We beat somebody.
Yeah, I think I did beat Alabama. That's the Keith McCants team, I think. Mm-hmm. But in that Sugar Bowl for it all that year, I remember George Teague. We remember that. Hey,
no. We ain't gonna. I'm not gonna let you in like
George
that.
Teague, we love you, man.
Once again, you talking about George Teague and a play that didn't even count. So keep on bringing that play up. Now you can continue.
Hey, Fanatical Podcast, baby. We'll see you next week. It's crazier. It's going to get even crazier when Alabama wins it all.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Yo, it's the Fanatical Podcast. Legend in the booth, never coming in last. Bama Hater spitting facts, never half-ass. For the fans, by the fans, this ride's built to last. Mic check the room, lit fire like a